Hello and welcome to the 10th episode, which is going to be a wrap-up of the Empire of Romania episode, which was episode 9. Now we have to see what happens after all that war and what we can do out of it. Therefore it's going to be a little bit of a shorter one. Interestingly, Aydin just has gone bankrupt. Interesting. And we can first of all make, of course, all these kind of things into a state. And now I do think that I need to... Capit needs to be a metacore. I do think that I need to trigger an event again, which is this conversion event, which converted all Romanoid provinces to Greek. And I hope I can do it, so I need some help with that. I think it's Greek Rome 001. So how is it done exactly? Event ID. Okay. Okay, in that case I need to find out the ID. Because I thought it is something like Rome.001. Yeah, okay, I need to find out the event ID for that. Therefore, we'll do it at another point. Well, we definitely have to trigger that because the problem here is now that we got the Romanite cultures in here, which is not as designed. It should all convert to Greece here. However, there is a problem in the scope, because, or not scope, but in the trigger. It doesn't trigger for Orthodox countries like Morea or Epirus here. It's a slight oversight in my eyes, which I want to fix. And yeah, Naples hates us now. Of course they do. We got one merchant to distribute. I do think there's nothing we can, however, do about that. We can still not reach into Iran here. Also not into Arabia. Most likely also not into Red Sea, no. It's all too far away. Well, in that case, let's just put it, for example, here into the Rhine node, because that's an inland trade node. We get some trade power there and therefore some cash from it. Now, of course, we're getting a lot of CBs now, and we would also, oh boy. We, of course, get all these... Did I forget to take Gallipoli? Oh, seriously? I was too greedy and too fast in the peace deal again. Well, anyway, we have to go to war with them anyway again. Okay, we can't make a claim here because we got all these permanent claims now. It's just a 3-death province, whatever. That might be the reason why the aggressive expansion was slightly off. Okay, my oversight. Now we of course opened up the door for the Ottomans here. Let's see what we can make out of it. We can still think about releasing Greece here in the next war. And just take this province and release the rest. And then only... Let's check it out. Yeah, it would be only the coastal provinces which would be to the Greek state, which would be maybe in our interest because we could just conquer them without turning too much aggressive expansion into the Anatolian states here. Ooh, Hamid in fact took a lot here now. And they of course also hate us, which is fine. It's not unexpected when you do, well, that kind of warfare as we did. Do we, by the way, have something from the Anatolian power base here? No, we don't have any effect from Anatolia here. So we just have to... Trebizond declared war on Hamid? Coalition war. Interesting. Kandamentis Mamluk... Okay, let them have their fun. I guess Hamid is gone soon again. Interesting that they indeed did it. Okay, and now what do we want to do? In fact, is there anything in here? Ooh, we could We could release Greece from them. But we don't have manpower. Not at all. And I'm afraid that Karaman will just take the provinces for itself. How much war exhaustion do we have? 3.6. It's worth a try though. Even though I know we can't reach it. Even if we release it from here. Let's see what happens. Maybe they release it. That would be funny if they release. Because Trebizond declared war, they maybe have the interest in releasing Greek state. Okay, let's continue here. We don't want to pick ideas up. We don't want to... We maybe want to take one Diplotech now. Just to not fall behind too much. And in fact we can check whether we can start integrating Sicily here. Yes, or can we also... No, Morea is still far off. Could we... No, Morea is almost at a... Yeah, in Liberty Desire is relatively high. In fact, let's start on Sicily here. We do need to make one change. We are going for devolved unitary here. Even though we can delay that. It's going to decrease the annexation costs here by almost 10%. But it would also give us less vassal income. And we don't need to switch now. We can switch that later on. It would lose 10%, which is of course 2 ducats almost. It's nothing I want to waste. Something I'm going to do between episodes is to go and check all the provinces here for slots we can open up. Like for example this mine here. We have sea salt. A sea salt province with 52. I misread here. Miraculous icon. Interesting. Yeah, we have to go through them and check out what we can find here. For example, here's forestries and sea salt again. Therefore, I'm going to open that up. And, well, but let's just wait a bit. Our army is rebuilding, but I do think that I have a manpower problem and a force limit problem. 12. So, in fact, let's remove 2 infantries here to stay within the force limit. Even though we are going to get a lot of new manpower and force limit from all the provinces we just took, especially the Ottoman ones here are extremely juicy. Because of course they had high development and that's why I wanted to take that risk. 10, 20, 23. It's a massive boost to our state. Yeah, and now we got basically the core done. We can integrate Sicily and Morea here. We can of course consolidate a little bit the coastline here where we have Greek provinces. However, I don't want to go deep into Anatolia here. I basically just want to take the, let's say, easy ones and then probably forget about Anatolia. With maybe one exception to later on go into Trebizond here, acquire the remaining coastal ones here. Maybe even take some stuff here, maybe release Crimea or something. In fact, the Golden Horde just annexed Kiev, interestingly. They are still... Wait a second. Oh, I think the Timurids have a problem. They fell apart already. Therefore, Timur died already. And the Golden Horde is now much stronger than before. I would say we got lucky here. There's also some stuff we want to do in the Balkans to clean up the borders here. We want to like get rid of the Bulgaria and reclaim the remaining provinces of Dobrogaria and Bulgaria here. And we don't care about Wallachia here. So even We could even feed it to Hungary to have a nicer border with them. And I do, however, want to go and take the interesting provinces here, which is basically all the silver mines which are here and the interesting ports here, as far as I take it without angering Hungary at least. Therefore, I hope that I can make some kind of border around here, like Raska, Rasina, and I think Rasina is the northernmost not silver mine. Yeah, Bosnia is already in the hands of Croatia, so that's out of the question. We want to fix this here. And then that's going to be our eastern power base, and we can focus on Italy. In Italy, we are basically waiting for the Holy Roman Empire to split up in regards to Italy, which is happening in the end of 14th century, to release all the imperial stuff here, which is going to be the door which is going to open up to, for example, get rid of Milan, which is our friend until that point. In between, we might want to get onto Naples and take whatever we can here, and then maybe jump on Venice, which is not in the empire, maybe jump on the papacy here. But also we at some point have to change our attention towards France, Spain, and stuff like that. What is good, or in our favor currently, is that France is still locked into the 108 years war with England and didn't win yet, while England is extremely strong apparently here. Why is there Aquitaine again? Vassal state of France. Interesting. That's not how it works, but whatever. At some point they will go to war, and they rivaled us in between. Therefore, we might want to do something about it. However, we can barely reach like Languedoc in the south here. So it might be beneficial to make a claim here soon, just to open up the French coastline and get started on conquering stuff. But the biggest prize is probably going to be conquering into Iberia here, which is going to be hard. Yeah, that's going to be a pain. And I don't know which casus belli I want to use against that, because I don't have one currently. And we're going to need, I think, 250 cities before we can even get the decision to reform Rome. And we currently got 39. So that's also almost 200 to go. Of course, gobbling up a lot in the Balkans is a lot of small provinces. Also, a lot of stuff is in Italy, which we can take for getting our numbers up. And also in the later stages, we definitely will take some stuff from the Horde here. Maybe even want to go into Tunis, get some territory here. We could even open up a Crusader state here. That's something I definitely want to explore when we integrated Sicily. Then we could jump on Tunis, even though they are allied with Mamluk Morocco and Tlemcen, which is basically everything in North Africa. And that's going to be a harsh 137k troops with the Ottomans of 50k. That's nothing I can beat right now, and probably not in the near future. Now let's continue a little bit to observe what is going to happen with Hamid here, because that's something very interesting, and maybe a new Greece is going to spawn, even though I doubt it. We could go after Aidin though, if I think about it. We could declare war on Aidin, yes. And Aidin... yeah, we could release Greece from Aidin, in fact. Let's get our guys in place here. Let's go to Sheer. And that's something for the next episode, which I want to consider. Yeah, they are all going into a coalition against us. Hamid already accepted peace. We go to cede Finnike to Mentis. Trebizond some money. with release Germia and Greece. There we go. It released Greece. But we don't have a chance to vassalize them. So what we could do is we could make a holy war on 18. Yeah. Do we have... Yeah, we do have holy war. Yeah, it sounds like a plan. We can attack 18 here. We are going to give them exactly... We give one province to Greece, and then we are going to attack Greece also with a holy war casus belli and vassalize them. However, of course, we have to wait for what's going to happen with the coalition. And that's something... It's Kanda, Hamid, Karaman, Durazzo, Doroger, and Naples. And the big problem is definitely Naples with 75 aggressive expansion. That's not going to decay anytime quickly. And I don't even want to be nice to Naples too much. Because, well, they are on the list. Let's call it the list. Can we make claims here somewhere? Yes, we can. We are going to make some claims. Ooh. We can... Ah, that's Provence up here. Yeah, in fact, that's a good idea. Let's make a claim on Provence here. And... 70? Pooh. Muscovy declared us as a rival. Interesting. You are not in a position to be any kind of rival to me. Funny though. Holy war against Germia now. Yeah. We're definitely going to do this trick here, and hopefully we can take Greece, and then we can take it as a vassal, convert it to Catholicism, and then we can return all the provinces here, which we don't have a claim on, from the Ottomans, and feed them to Greece. Yeah, and as long as they are with Greek culture, it will not change, which is very good. And in fact, they even have claims in Bolu, cores in Bolu, and everything down here in the coast. Therefore, that would be a very cheap expansion. We can also feed them Cyprus here. It's another thing I want to take, because from Cyprus we can jump into the Holy Land, which is one of our other destinations, and I definitely want to recreate the Kingdom of Jerusalem here, to have a very powerful vassal down here, and I want to do this in this century before the Crusades are finally over. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Of course, we also have to focus on our main goal, which we shouldn't forget. But some power base is always necessary, and some vassals to fight all our wars is of course also useful. So see you next time, and then we are going to continue the conquest for, well, it's no longer Genoa, it's now the Latin Empire, or the Romanian Empire of Romania, and therefore see you.